Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of TerickTime. We are looking over the Guardian farm that we made in the last episode. If you haven't seen that one, definitely go back and check that one out. That was a big deal to get that project all finished up. That's one of the first projects I ever started in this world, and it was almost one of the last to be finished. So it's pretty monumental to be able to get all that done. So in this episode, we've been doing a lot of work off camera, a lot, and a lot of it has been in the terraforming world. So I've been trying not to bore you too much with just terraforming time lapse after terraforming time lapse, but I do want to show off what I've been doing a little bit here. So let me just get up on top of this tower right here, this hill where that iron golem's hanging out. That entire hill has been terraformed. All those trees are new. And a bunch of these trees on the right-hand side here as well. Let me just get down here. That one's old, but a couple of trees up in here. These are all new. I've been doing some little bit of detailing, just throwing some vines and whatnot, kind of climbing up onto the buildings, just a little bit extra, detailing characters, just a little something. Did a little bit more of that up on the front of the kelp farm here as well. Just, a little something something, but this is kind of our border, as you can tell. We've got oodles of terraforming and nothing. We're trying to get this half of the island done first. Don't ask me why. In my head, I need to get this half done. So, in order to work towards that, as I said before, finished up this hill here. So lots of little rocks and berries and lots of little trees, joining kind of what I did down there to what we did over here, and then kept going up the hill and joined it up to what we did around the cave entrance here, and then I just kept going. So bunch more trees up in here. We kind of went through and made the little pond here, lake, waterfall, thingamabob, the thing, that thing. Made it prettier. Went through, added, a whole bunch of coarse dirt around here, I really like this look. Just the coarse dirt with the grass on top, just kind of makes it look a little more run down, a little harder for plants and stuff to grow on a hillside like this, so kind of really gives you that feel. What else did we do? We kept going. So, am I gonna make it? More terraforming this way. Kind of added a little bit of detail down on the bottom here. Like it's a little too much, or not enough sunshine kind of getting down into the bottom there. So it's a little barren in there. And then we kept going up this way, finished up this little hill, made this pretty, and then we went and actually got all of this section done here as well. So, just give you a little view. We added another little pine forest up in this area, but just going through and adding all those little details of, the rocks and the buttons and the coarse dirt, just making it so it's not just flat grass in the background. So that took a long time to do all of this section, like a couple of days to get all this done, but it's really been worthwhile. Really love how it's coming together. So we just have this other little section just at the top of the island here, and then we'll be able to officially say that half the island is terraformed. And this is my terraforming pile of stuff. Just everything I need to terraform is in these shulkers, so I just kind of keep moving it around the island and keep going. But in this episode, I do want to knock off one slightly annoying task. We got to connect the donut to the ground. We really do. So we've got a bunch of resources lined up. I hope it's enough. I got 6 shulker boxes of basalt. So we're gonna go grab our whole bunch of basalt, and then we're gonna start connecting this whole big thing all the way down to the ocean floor. So give this 1 second. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna roll this into a time lapse. I'm gonna try and time lapse this the best I can from underwater. I don't know how well it's gonna turn out, but we're gonna try it anyway. So let's give this a whirl, and I'm gonna place up to 6 shulker boxes of basalt. Oh goody. So the only problem with me trying to time lapse underwater is it just looks terrible. Just absolutely terrible. So we're just not going to. But this is our end result, which I'm actually kind of happy with. We had a happy little accident kind of thing. All the little bits kind of protruding. It started off as an accident, but then I kind of realized, you know, it gives a little bit of ruggedness to it, I guess. Kind of, well, detail, shape, something. I don't know. It just added a little bit of something to it, which is something it needed. So I'm kind of okay with it. We're just gonna swim mode through the kelp forest. Yeah, I think it kind of worked out well enough. It's really its sole purpose is to block the coral reef from this lower level. So, you know, if you're kind of over here, you don't see the coral underneath anymore. So really, that's the sole purpose. You don't really see it in any kind of detail. You see a little hint of those kind of bits just sticking out a little bit, which is all we really needed there. So that's pretty much good enough, really. So, oh, and I tried doing a little something here, just testing a railing that, you know, we don't really need, but it helps prevent spawning a little bit as well. So, but just a little something there, just on the edge for a little bit more detail before we jump in and start doing this. But this is going to be another episode, and probably 2 to 3 episodes, just because it's a lot of work. But this, I'm very happy to say, is all finished up, and now we can go take one more thing off of our list board. Doink. And update the book. And the best part about it, like, I procrastinated that task for probably about a month. It took me like an hour and 15 minutes, call it an hour and a half, to even go and collect the resources. So that's terrible. Terrible. I really should have just done it a lot sooner. So I think I'm gonna have to just pick an outdated grindy task from this board, which, oh yeah, this one's done too. The master switch. I'll have to show you that in a second too. But yeah, just not putting off some of these ridiculously grindy tasks and just getting them done. That's kind of done too, but I left it up because we might do another one. But the next part of this episode that I really want to do, and I'm kind of excited about, is this one. Hot air balloons. So I have got a bunch of stuff all kind of lined up and ready to go here. This is oak leaves, by the way. I spent like, I don't know, 2 hours getting oak leaves because we ran out, surprisingly. So, but yeah, I'm going to take these 3 boxes and let's go build some hot air balloons. So, the hot air balloons, I know I've been building a lot on the western side of the island. I want to do a little bit to spruce up this side of the island. So I kind of was thinking, have this path running along here. Once we terraform it and all that jazz, it's going to be great. But there's nothing over here. Like, just ocean. Forever. No, well, not forever. There's like land over there, not far away. But we should. That coral looks like a cactus. He's, you know, the little happy cactus. You know, there's the little eyes and 2 arms and hang on. Sorry, hot air balloon. So I want to build 2 to start, maybe more. Not really sure yet, but I want them to be up in here. So, you know, kind of fairly high up because of the scale. So we are going to have to get up there, which is going to be oh so much fun. But I'm thinking they gotta be like, what's up here? This is 170. I think we need to go like up to 200 almost, and just have them like really up in the sky. I think that's going to be really cool. So I am going to lag incredibly hard. That was painful. put down some stuff, probably up here, because this seems like the most sensible place for now. Splat. Wool, scaffolding, and dirt. Okay, so, I'm gonna make a couple of big dirt platforms up in the sky, and then we're gonna roll into a time lapse, and I'm gonna make some hot air balloons, and hopefully they aren't terrible, and hopefully I can make them like my brain wants them to. Okay, let's go. Can't be the only one that just finds this the most satisfying thing. Oh yeah. The only problem with this scenario is it's in water, and now I have to go swim for it all, which is a bit of a Well, I think we've got a pretty good start here. Got 2 balloons up in the air now, and I actually went back and added a little bit more color variation in the first one. It's a little too blocky on that lower half there, so kind of went back in and did a little bit of a change there. Had a Ninja Creeper blow up on my head, and I had to rebuild a good portion of it because it just got blown up. So, but yeah, I'm really liking where this is going. I think I want to add one more though, so I'm thinking kind of over there and even further away, kind of like they're either traveling in to kind of come see the sights of the island from, over on the other side of the water kind of thing. So let's hop back into one more little short time lapse here and get one more hot air balloon built up. tried doing something a little bit different with that kind of, I don't know, swoopity swoop camera path trial and error. My computer struggled with it. That's why it's a little bit jumpy. Probably won't do any more of those. Just my computer's not made for it. So we'll just stick to the old-fashioned flyby at a lower resolution, chunk loading. You know, easier stuff for my little potato. But yeah, let's just take a quick little gander. I did go back in and add sea lanterns to this one and this one because it looks so cool on this one. I just really like how it really brightens them up and makes the colors pop even more than they already do, which is awesome. So, yeah, just gonna really enjoy. Hang on, come back. Come on, I know you're out there. Come back. Oh, start. Okay, there it is. We're only on 18 chunks right now, so. But this is just so cool. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And you're probably going to know this already because, well, this is probably going to be the thumbnail for the video. So, you know, but that's okay. One other thing I wanted to quickly show you is don't mind the floating grass. I was farming oak leaves, those 9 shulker boxes, so many oak leaves. I finally installed a master switch, which really was just repeater into a block, into a repeater, into a redstone dust, into a repeater, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But you gotta check this is one of the more satisfying things. Just watch the minecarts. Doink. And just patiently waiting for them to come back. Eventually, maybe. Is that not just this? Like, it's only gonna work when it doesn't have to offload anything, but just them coming up in just this nice little wave is just so satisfying to me. And we'll turn it off. Also, they do like a little. They kind of come up and do like a little grind, almost like they're a skateboard when they come up here. If you pay close attention, you kind of see them. They just kind of go on a little bit of a 45 and grind, come up, and then come back down, and they'll stop here. But seriously, so satisfying. I'm an adult child. Don't blame me, okay? Alrighty, folks, that is actually going to be it for this episode. Thank you so very much for coming along on my little adventure of making some hot air balloons here. I appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you are so kind to either drop a subscribe or maybe a like or even a comment or suggestions, that would all be truly appreciated. I hope you all had a great time, and I will catch you in the next one.